The day has finally come, and what a sad day it is. Manchester United's loyal veteran defensive midfielder Michael Carrick has announced that he will retire at the end of this season, and I'm not going to ask him to reconsider his retirement. He'd probably reject it anyway, but Michael Carrick wants to retire. Whereas Zlatan Ibrahimovic, yes, he's also announced his retirement, but he will be with us for one more season, the third season in this Manchester United series here on FM 17. Can he continue at such a high level? We're going to find out, but I've got to go and try and find a replacement for both of these players. Not so much Michael Carrick, but I think we certainly need a new striker, so that's going to be my main priority in the summer. So let's crack on, shall we? Welcome back everyone, and thanks for joining me for Season 3 of my Manchester United series on FM 17. Today, we're at Wembley to play FA Cup winners Sunderland in the FA Community Shield. Yes, we won our 21st league title last season to get us here, and what a curtain raiser. Sunderland against Manchester United. It's David Moyes' team. But first, I have played a few games in pre-season. We started against Heart of Lions away. We beat them 4-1. Martial with a hat-trick. James Wilson got a goal as well. Strong side that I put out. Want to see what they were capable of doing. Twanzebe started as well as Ramiro in goal. Then we played Bayern Munich and we lost 3-0. Bit disappointing considering that we performed really well against them last season in the Champions League group stages, but it was Robert Lewandowski with 2 goals and Sanchez wrapped things up in the 60th minute. Then we travelled to Portugal for our tour of 3 games. Up first was Nacional. Look how close their crest is to being like Manchester United's. I'm not sure what the history is there, why it's so close to being like our club badge. It's a bit weird, but we beat them 2-1. Then we played Benfica. I did start 2 former Benfica players in Lindelof and Andre Horta. Both had a decent game against their former side. We beat them 4-2 anyway, with Januzaj with 2 goals, Mkhitaryan with 1, and James Wilson with yet another goal. He's had a really good pre-season for us. And then we finished things up with this 3-1 win. Andrew Ferguson unfortunately scored an own goal in the 85th minute. That's not going to... It's disappointing, but he's not going to be disheartened by that. It was good to also see Kanye Diedrich Roberts get on the score sheet at the age of 19. Maybe I'll start him in a few games come this season. But that brings us to today, the Community Shield final against Sunderland. Our opening fixture of the Premier League sees us against newly promoted Derby County. Then we've got Bournemouth. Then we've got Watford, who we beat on the last day of last season. And the Champions League returns. We don't know who we've been drawn against just yet. But I think, you know, looking at that fixture list, it's a pretty simple, pretty easy start to life in the 3rd season with Manchester United. There has been some transfer activity then this summer. Let's have a look at our departures first. So Darmian was the first player to leave for Monaco for 17.5 million. Could eventually rise to 23.5. Then Sam Johnston put pen to paper for Championship side Cardiff for 1.3. Could rise to 1.5. And as we know, Michael Carrick has retired from football. He wants to go into head of youth development. So good luck to him there. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson has once again joined Wolves on loan for the rest of the season, and that's probably the last time he'll go out on loan to another team. Then Memphis Depay signed for Serie A team Atalanta for 8.5 million, could eventually rise to 10.75. Sean Goss has gone on loan to Bury for the season, and Joe Riley to Colchester. Our ins then. Up first, Thandie from Leicester. I had one of my scouts come to me saying it'd be good to maybe bring him in on loan. So we've got him for the season at the age of 18. He is a right-back player. He's shown a bit of promise so far. He's played 1 non-competitive game, come off the bench for 1 as well, made 2 assists, average rating of 7.8. So it's looking promising. And finally, Robert Lewandowski from Bayern Munich, who scored 2 goals against us in pre-season, has signed for 60 million. I think that's an absolute steal. He was one of the best players in the Champions League last season for Bayern Munich, helped them reach the final against PSG. They came up short in that game, PSG winning the Champions League twice in a row now, but he's pleased to have joined United. He performed really well in the World Cup in the summer. I did try and bring in Harry Kane. He was my #1 target in the summer, but Daniel Levy was having none of it. I then had a look at maybe bringing back Hernandez. Little P would have been decent. Could have easily have got him. Then I looked at Thomas Müller. The bid was accepted, but the contract was rejected. And then Morata was next on my list from Real Madrid. The deal was done pretty much, but then Real Madrid offered him a new contract and he accepted. So that was a real kick in the teeth. But you can see, in the end, I offered 139 million for Harry Kane, and Tottenham was still saying no. They didn't want to let Harry Kane go. But what a player he would have been for United, for this side, this season, and for many seasons to come. What a shame. Oh my God, I don't believe it. Oh, this is unbelievable. David Moyes has just become the new manager of Athletic Bilbao. His Sunderland side are just about to take on United in the Community Shield. They won the FA Cup last season. Now he's just like that, he's gone to Athletic Bilbao. Unbelievable. Kind of feel sorry for the Sunderland fans, because now I don't expect them to come up with the goods in this Community Shield. You know, another chance at silverware for Sunderland that doesn't come around very often. Robbie Stockdale, the caretaker then for Sunderland for today's Community Shield final against Manchester United. This is the team he's gone with. Mika in goal. At the back, it's Manquillo that starts. Gomez, Gilabodji and Van Arnholt at left back. In midfield, they've got Villa, Gomez, Ndong, Katamol and Jurgensen. And then up front, former Leicester City forwards, Okazaki. They've got Kazri and Lons on the bench. But for Manchester United then, I've gone with De Gea. Really strong side this. Lindelof at right back, Jones, Smalling and Shaw, Pogba and Herrera in midfield, Mkhitaryan, Andre Horta, our new number 7. He's finally got that 7 shirt. Martial and Ibra. Our new signing Lewandowski on the bench. Rashford, very strong bench if you ask me that. Playing really well at the moment. Horta linking up with his former Benfica. Oh, come on, Martial. His header beating the keeper, just couldn't roll across the line as it hit the post. Okazaki on the move now for Sunderland. And Jones, I'm not sure what that is. He did well to get back though. Manquillo with the cross in, De Gea comes out and collects the ball. Is this on key highlights? Thought he was on extended then. Pogba now to Horta, who I really hope settles into that number 10 role. Alright, wide. This season is our new number 7. Here is Mkhitaryan. And to Herrera. Pogba. What can Pogba do here? He's gone all the way here. He's in the box. And it's hit the side netting. Coming up to half-time here. Zlatan Ibrahimovic not doing the best. Picking up a 6.6 rating so far. Jones has got a damaged heel here. Having to defend this free kick. And that long-range effort did take a deflection, but De Gea was quick to it. Here is Jones now. Out wide to Mkhitaryan. And we get on the move again. Don't want Sunderland getting the first goal here now. Martial running at the defence. Finds Shaw out wide. Brilliantly done. In for Ibra. Get in. It's 1-0 United just before half-time. He's still got it, you know. Still got it. He's to retire at the end of this season. And yet he's still performing at such a high level. Look at that header into the back of the net. Comfortably done. So we'll be calm here at half-time. Happy with the performance. Keep it up. Going to make a few changes. Let's have a look at our opposition first. Applying the advice. And then I'm going to bring on Blind for Jones. Don't want to push Jones too far with that injury. I'm going to bring on our new marquee signing of the summer from Bayern Munich in Robert Lewandowski. Let's see what he can bring to the table. Expecting such quality from him this season. He was, if not the best Bayern Munich player last season for them. Jurgensen offside there. Wasn't too worried as Lindelof, I think, had his number. We've got another injury here. Mkhitaryan with a stubbed toe. Can we keep him on? His condition's going up, so that's okay. We'll keep him on for now. Oh, Martial. No. Always down to 16%. Right, we've got to take him off. He's not going to improve, so we'll bring on Rashford to replace him. And that'll be all 3 subs done then. Hopefully we don't get any more injuries. Martial to go. Oh, come on. Have I got to do this again? There we go. So Rashford comes on to replace Anthony Martial. Looking at that, maybe I should have just left Phil Jones on for a bit longer. Because if anything else happens now, I can't make another change. Here is Pogba, Rashford. Porter, Pogba. This is brilliant build-up play from United. First time passing as well. Okazaki, look at all the space out wide here for Kazri. But Smalling's quick to it. Kazri's still around him, still gets his shot away, but it's over in the end. It's not worrying De Gea at all. We're starting to control the game, but Sunderland's still getting their shots away. I'm going to tell Mkhitaryan to... there's no pressure on him. I don't want him pushing himself too much, as he's still got that stub toe mither in him at the moment. So, don't want to put so much pressure on him. Horta finds Pogba, Shaw out wide. Shaw finds Lewandowski, who hits the post. He was so close to getting his debut goal for Manchester United. It's only a matter of time, surely. Lewandowski, if I started him in this game, he probably would have got a goal by now. Mika out to collect the ball now, forcing his team up the field. Kazri to Okazaki, it's Gomez in behind here. He's passed Blind, but De Gea safe hands, keeping the game at 1-0, keeping that clean sheet. Blind distributes the ball out wide to Mkhitaryan, and that is the end of that highlight. As there's just 10 minutes to go. Can we hold in there? Didn't think I'd find myself saying that, seeing that they're without an actual manager at the moment. They've only got Robbie Stockdale as the caretaker. But you feel as though with the chances Sunderland are getting here, Okazaki in behind again. Hits it first time, hits the post. We've got very fortunate. Feel as though there's maybe an equaliser on the cards here for Sunderland. We're going to go to contain here. Going to go all defensive now. Be more disciplined. There's only 4 minutes added on. It's enough time for Sunderland to go and get an equaliser. Tell the players to concentrate now. Can't make any more changes either. Would be nice to... oh, there we go. Nice one, De Gea. Would be nice to start the season off with another piece of silverware. Another Community Shield final. And we've got it. It's finished 1-0 here at Wembley against Sunderland. Very happy about that. Although I did expect a much better performance. More goals scored. But then again, we did pick up a few injuries in this game. Martial having to go off. Mkhitaryan with that stub toe. And also Phil Jones. Let's go and find out how long they're going to be out for. Hopefully not too long. There's the confirmation anyway. United win the Community Shield. Won it in my first season. Then Tottenham won it. And then we've won it again. Alright, here we go then. Phil Jones, Mkhitaryan and Martial. Phil Jones is out for 9 to 12 days. So he'll miss the start of the new season. Bay's already out. We've got quite a few injuries at, in that position. Mkhitaryan's out for 3 to 5 days with a stub toe. Might miss the start of the new season. And thankfully Martial's only going to be out for 1 to 2 days with that dead leg. Lewandowski makes United debut. Came off the bench in the 45th minute for the second half. He was given a rousing ovation by the supporters. But unfortunately for him, there wasn't a goal to come with it. But I'm confident he'll score his first goal in the Premier League in our first game at home against Derby County, as he will be starting over Ibra. So for the next episode, I'm not going to be playing that game against Derby County. I want to try and fit in the Champions League group stage draw. So when is that? So there's the Derby game, there's the Bournemouth game. There's the group stage draw. It's just before the transfer window closes. So I'll be back for the Bournemouth game then. So the next episode, we'll play the Bournemouth game, and then we'll do the Champions League group stage draw to find out which 3 teams we're going to have to get through if we want to advance in the Champions League this season. So it's definitely going to be Bournemouth, which is going to be away from home. Hopefully we can get off to a bright start, a good start with 3 points at home to Derby for when I come back for that next episode. Well, that's going to be about it for this episode then, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you all soon for the next one. I'm not finished yet. Ladies and gentlemen, Mats Hummels has signed for Manchester United. This is the final signing of the summer. Happy to have wrapped this one up. I did try and bring Hummels in earlier in the summer, but his agent rejected the contract that we'd offered him. But eventually the agent has come round and has said that Hummels is willing to re-enter negotiations. And finally we've come to a deal. There's quite a few butthurt Bayern Munich fans, as you'd expect. I mean, in the summer they've lost Robert Lewandowski, their best player from last season, and they've also just lost Hummels now to Manchester United. I know. There's a bit of a pattern developing here. Last summer we signed Lindelof and Horta both from Benfica. And now this summer, we've brought in Lewandowski and Hummels from Bayern Munich. Double deal. It is a done deal. And there is the Bayern Munich fans. This is terrible news. Just imagine losing two of your best players in one summer. It's got to be heartbreaking. We've spent then a total of 150 million this summer, and that's it. I'm done for the summer now. Going back to Bayern Munich, I mean, who do they replace now after losing Lewandowski and Hummels? Well, they have been in pursuit of Anthony Martial, as you can see here, as well as PSG. The main interest, though, coming from Bayern Munich, but they've already put in an offer. I rejected, and I'm sure they'll be putting in another offer soon. Again, that will be rejected. Martial ain't going anywhere, I'm afraid, Bayern Munich. I think losing someone like Martial, especially this close to the deadline day, would be such a blow to our title hopes this season. Now, let's get Hummels registered. Let's put him in the team so he can start against Derby if I need him. There we go. Confirm selection. And we also need to give him a number. Now, he prefers the number 15. Well, Lindelof's already got that number. We've only got 2, 13, 14 and 28 and so on available. I'm going to leave that open to you guys. Let me know in the comments below which number I should give Hummel. Should I give him number 2? Doesn't seem right. It's normally for a fullback, that. Or do I give him number 28 or 13? Let me know what you think in the comments below. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching.